What's up, Team Gifted? Alright, so this video is going to be a little bit different. It's not a barber tutorial, but Chris Bossio and I went to AIB Barber College in St. Petersburg, Florida, and taught a class. And I believe this class brought so much value to the students that were there in this school. And we asked them a lot of questions. And the question that we asked them, I want you to comment below your answer to those questions. Interact with us, right? As if you were there taking this class with us. Sorry, my voice is gone. CT Barber Expo was lit. I lost my voice. We were singing. The vlogs are going to be coming soon, so be on the lookout for that. But on a side note, I know y'all been asking a lot of questions about the Team Gifted shirts. They will be up on the Tune 45 official website very soon, so be on the lookout for that. If you are not subscribed to my channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button, get those thumbs up. We appreciate all the love and support that you show towards, Tune 45, the Tune Squad, and now our family, Team Gifted. So without further ado, let's jump right into this class. And I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you gain some value out of this video. Last but not least, stay gifted.
So, first of all, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. So we've got, like you said, we've got 6 barbershops throughout the Tampa Bay area. But we're not here today to necessarily look for barbers. You're more than welcome to talk to us if you want to talk about a position and things of that nature. We're really here to provide you guys with some value. I am one of the owners. I do have partners. Bossio is an owner in Headlines, and we've got 2 more owners depending on which location. So we do partnerships, and we did have a program that took barbers, made them managers, and then from managers, we load them in as owners because we don't want absentee ownership in barbershops. We think that's a bad thing. So the shops that don't have an owner working them, those are managers that are training to become an owner. So that's our philosophy. It's always been about the barber. For Headlines, it's a little bit different. We think that the customer is the person who's paying, and the most important person is the person that's paying you, which is likely in your chair. As an owner, the person who's paying us is the guy behind the chair. So we treat our barbers like customers, which is kind of a different philosophy than most places. You're not our employee, it's kind of a whole different concept. So we like providing value to the barbers, we like providing value to anybody who's in the class. So having said that, we need to make this interactive. We need you guys to speak up. If you're just going to sit here, you're not going to get what you need. How many of you want to be successful? Awesome. If I went around the room and asked you guys what success is, I'm going to get 42 different answers. All right? So you guys, based on what you need to speak up and ask us questions. When, there was a couple of students sitting here at the very beginning. They told us what they'd like to hear. So if any of you feel confident enough right now to raise your hand, I'll call you out. Give us an idea of what you think would be valuable to you. Before we go there, really quick on who's up on stage. How many of you know Chris Bossio and Matt Giftedhands? Excellent. These are 2 YouTubers, 150,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, lots of views. They do barber tutorials. If you're not on YouTube looking at barbering tutorials, do it. YouTube's an amazing opportunity for you guys. We also have a product line. How many of you have heard of Tune 45? Awesome. So Tune 45 is our product line, mostly shave gels right now and shaving stuff, but we are coming out with hair mats, hair gels, and things of that nature. So that's who we are. Having said that, anybody have any ideas on what you want to get out of the class today? Any topics that we can touch on for you guys?
Starting out, do you think it's better to start out as a commission base with rental? What do you think would be best to start off at?
Excellent. Okay, we'll touch on that point. Any other points you guys want us to make sure we touch on?
How y'all got started on your line?
On the product line?
Yeah.
Perfect. That's excellent. Anybody else?
Easy ways to fade.
An easiest way to fade?
Yeah, the best way to fade.
Okay, we may or may not get to fading today. However, you're more than welcome to, any of you are more than welcome to come shadow any of our barbers at our shops. Shadowing is amazing because what you'll do is you'll sit with one barber and then go to the next barber. It's kind of like watching YouTube. You'll watch one barber style, a different barber style. His way of fading is one way, his way is a different way. Some guy may fade down, some guy may talk to you about using the corners, somebody else won't. So get as many perspectives as you can. How many of you have 30 friends? Okay, obviously I gotta lower the threshold. How many of you have 10 friends? All right, all of you raise your hands. Congratulations, you have 10 friends. You will have at minimum 10 reviews by the end of the day, will you not? And every single one of them is gonna say how you are amazing at cutting hair. How fresh you came out looking, all of that guys, right? So what does that do? That generates demand for your chair, right? So guys, Google reviews, again, he said it a minute ago. We can give you guys the exact methodology on how to open a barbershop and have 6 and 5 years like we did. Probabilities are that none of you are gonna go do it. It's a lot of work. We're telling you exactly how to generate demand for your chairs. Probabilities are the majority of you are not gonna go do it. Go do it. Generate, put your name on Google reviews. Anybody who sits in your chair, you let them know, hey, I'm a fresh barber, and Google reviews really help me. Would you mind leaving a Google review? Sure. Hey, if you take out your phone, I'll show you how to do it. Make sure they do it. You know what? Here, you want me to write it for you? You write your own review. Your customers don't care. You're generating demand for your chair. You're generating your platform.
The easiest clients to get to sit in your chairs are the clients who need, right? The clients who their barber isn't available, that usually happens on Sundays, on Mondays, because most barbers are closed. Or the client who's new to the area. And what does the first person do when they move to a new area? They Google a barber. And if you're not on Google, you're not going to show up. And if your reviews are not up there, you're not going to be on the first page, or the second page, or the third page. So that's why that's important. Give yourself easy leverage, guys.
Let's talk about how to get into a barbershop. One of you guys had a question on how do I scope out my next job from here, right? And then eventually, how do I turn that into a career? But right off the bat, what you're worried about is getting a job and getting the bills paid, right? So the way we do things is a little bit different. We've got a funnel of barbers that want to come work at that time. And the reason is, we're very lucky to have not only the YouTube stuff, but to do these kinds of things at multiple schools. So the guys who are sitting up on the edge of their chairs, the guys raising their questions, and the guys who took my advice to go shadow a barber ends up coming and shadowing us. We generate a relationship with them. Guess who's going to have the first dibs on a chair? The guy we have a relationship with, the guy with drive. So if you want to work at a salon, it's no different. This works for salons too. People love helping people. It's human nature. People talk about, oh, I'll give the shirt off my back to somebody. The majority of people would do that, actually. We're not bad by nature. We're not bad humans by nature. So if you go and you shadow a barbershop, you shadow the next one, you shadow the next one, while you're in school, what you're doing is not only generating that relationship, but you're finding the culture you want to fit into. So the way I would do it is, if I was looking for a job, is do that. I would go visit either the salons or the barbershops, visit 2, 3, 4, 5 of them until I find one that I'm interested in, and just show up and shadow. And guess what? There's hair on the floor. Go get the broom and show some initiative, and you have a job. I guarantee you. If you don't like the shop, move on.
Just a quick update, I'm doing a ball fade, I'm in ball fade, I'm starting my first initial guideline. Right around, I don't want to take my first initial guideline too high, because I want to give myself room to blend. So each guideline I want to give at least an inch. Spreading the blend, giving it some contrast, go from light, medium to dark, right? If you keep it compressed and you don't give yourself room to blend, it's going to look like a bold line all the way around, right? So creating my first initial guideline, making sure it's neat. It don't have to be too perfect. Using my Oster fast feeds, I'm going to start with the lever open for the second guideline, going up about an inch, and I'm going to work my way down to it closed, all right? And I'm not cutting anything on top.
Yeah, about an eighth or halfway.
Halfway. And I'm working underneath it. I'm not going to take it to where I put that second guideline. I'm going to put it in the middle, and I'm going to go right in the middle. I'm going to start taking this out, taking this line out, the bottom line out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what's called a 50-50 fade, unless y'all want me to do all the way around.
Oh, you're gonna do this side
So I'm
first.
going to do 50-50 fade is me doing this side and then coming back to this side. Y'all cool with that?
Yeah.
All right.
They break it down twice for us.
So I'm not a barber. One of the most eye-opening things I learned while watching tutorials and stuff is how to use the corners. So we were at a salon giving a class on fading, and the line just kept getting square, and moving up, moving up, and moving up. Yeah, So what ended up happening is they kept trying to fade with the blade flat, trying to hit the corners. So when you'll see him do that.
So
Guys,
the
go ahead.
reason why I always start with the lever open is because trial and error. You can always take hair off, you can't put hair back on, right? So, was that?
Crazy glue.
Yeah, yeah.
Hair fibers.
Hair fibers.
So, starting with the lever open, that's just telling me that I already know a 1.5 is in that area. That's the line where that guideline is. Now, I'm gonna start softening this guideline up. The one's not gonna necessarily take it out, because I'm gonna come back with the 0 guard, and then that's what's gonna bring the blend together. So, again, giving myself room to blend, going up 1 inch with the 1.5. Now I'm gonna put it in the middle, and then I close it to soften up that line. There's some barbers that can skip the whole middle process and go straight to close. This is just a technique that works for me, so what makes it work for me may not work for you, but I'm just explaining as I go, okay?
A new barber is to care, right? How does that happen? It's by touching lives. You can only touch lives if you care about people. And you can do that at a macro level, you can do it on a micro level. But you wouldn't believe the amount of clients that come in with gift cards on Christmas, on holidays, for their barber. Like, you realize these people probably didn't give their brother or sister a gift card, but they got to choose a barber. You know what I'm saying? If you're not getting that type of love from your clientele, then you just don't care enough.
So how do you make your chair feel better? Look, at the beginning, you're not gonna talk so much. Your personality is gonna change behind the chair than who you are, because you're so focused on what you're doing. Most of you are outgoing people. You don't decide to go be a barber or a stylist if you're not relatively outgoing. But when you're first starting off, you're concentrating, you're worried about it, you're worried about your angles, and you forget to talk to your customer. So the additional services, you can make up for that by providing really inexpensive additional services. Look, towel sports clips, $23 for a haircut. Sports clip, it's a $12 haircut across the street. And all they do is, sure, they do the shampooing and stuff, which is nice. All you do is get a warm towel, put it around your neck, press it,
30 seconds.
wipe it off, throw it away. It feels good. I tell people a hot towel shave. Look, you need razor work? Give 3 hot towel shaves. Guess what? You're the new barber. You're gonna sit in your chair for 30 minutes and not cut hair anyways. Why don't you get that repetition and that practice out of it? Go offer your customer, hey, if you got an extra 30 minutes, I'm offering complimentary hot towel shaves today. Who cares if you do it every day, right? And if they're the first time in your chair, guess what? That customer's gonna love it. The difference between a hot towel shave or any shave and a haircut is I can shave myself. I can't get a haircut myself. So guess what? I'm not paying you to shave me. I'm paying for the experience.